Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your week ahead tarot with me, Raphael from Radiant Reality. It's an absolute pleasure to have you. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for joining me. Quick note, my readings are for your sun, moon and ascendant sign. So whether you're a sun, moon or rising sign Saggy, this is for you. And I always advise that you watch all three to get a clearer, more complete picture of how you're going to speak to you. With that said, remember they are general reads. Not everything's going to resonate with everybody, and that is just fine. You should always use your own discernment. So your key to the week this week is the Strength card. The message behind this very often is your physical body is required. I'm laughing because my physical body is currently falling apart, as you can tell. But this really does speak to your physical body. So this week you have to look after your being, all right? Whether that is mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually, sexually, like whatever your, this is like just a week for you to really pay attention to what your body requires from you. The other thing as well that I've started to understand more and more about the Strength card is it has a very Fool card energy about it. And the reason I say that is because the Fool card is very much about a leap of faith, right? You jump into the unknown, or it's a moment of destiny very often as well. But the Strength card is the courage that you have to muster up in order to make that leap. And so when this card shows up, it very often does reveal to you there's something this week that is going to require you to find that grit, to find that internal energy that requires you to go above and beyond what you think is possible or what you think you're capable of at this moment in time. In all of these different sectors of your life over the course of this week, you're likely to need to show up in a way that you haven't previously. It's going to require some guts. I would like to bless my deck of cards with all forms of love, light, peace, prosperity and abundance. And I pray that the messages that come through are ultimately clear and concise, and they help you on your path to your highest vibrational good. So your key to the week this week, I've already talked about, your actions and options is the Ten of Swords. So for some of you, this is about having the guts or the courage to end something. The Ten of Swords is a culmination or a completion, and sometimes it's even a bust up. This coupled with the Strength card means you'll have it, like whatever you are choosing to end, complete, bring to a close, bring to a stop, it's going to require some courage. This takes a lot of heart and guts for you to walk away from. So something this week is coming to a close. It might be a moment where you're having to really be very honest with yourself about what you know has come to its end. For your communications and conversations, you have a card that you resonate quite a lot with, the Knight of Swords with the Strength card. So this week, when it comes to your communications, it's going to be fun, it's going to be vibrant, it's going to be energetic, it's going to be very passionate. There's a lot of conversation happening this week. I'm going to be really honest with you. Some of it I would take with a pinch of salt. So this is not a week to believe everything that you hear. But that being said, if there are seeds of ideas this week that come up that make you feel like, I wonder if there's something in that direction for me. This is about you really deciding, yes, you know what, I should move ahead with that. What I will also say to you as well is having the courage to go after something that you wouldn't usually. So whether this is a person that you maybe look at and you think, you know what, I really like them, but they're totally out of my league. Whether this is a job that you look at and you think, oh, you know, it's a massive opportunity, it's a dream job for so many people, what's the point in me applying? This is about you getting out of your comfort zone and going after something that maybe you wouldn't usually, which is to say something, because Sagittarians are brave mofos. Like, you guys are really, it's one of the things I love most about Saggis. You're really, really brave. So like lots of people talk about Aries when they talk about bravery, but yeah, if you know the signs well enough, you know Saggis are probably some of the bravest people out there. And particularly the women as well. Like, don't get me wrong, Saggy guys, you know, they're tough, they're rough and rumble, but it's the Saggy women that will fuck you up. Just just to put that out there, all jokes aside, for those of you that are studying or in some form of academia, wherever you had planned to take your gap year or your work experience or anything of that nature, this week I think you might be changing that. So you might see somewhere, or somewhere else might call to you where you think to yourself, actually, you know what, this place resonates with me much stronger. It might be as well that some of you find a different group or tribe to connect with that really sees you deciding to move forward. Move towards, sorry, not forward. When it comes to those of you that are employed by somebody else, you could be the ringleader this week, all right? So maybe there's something that's been brewing in the office or in the work sphere, and it's like nobody wants to say anything, nobody wants to speak up, and it's like, well, everybody's feeling it, so you know what, if I have to be the mouthpiece, if I have to lead this movement, so bloody be it, I will do so. For those of you that are business owners, entrepreneurs, solopreneurs, people that work for themselves, I actually think this is you chasing either a new revenue stream or deciding that some message that you have, you're ready for it now to be heard, whatever that might mean. So it's like, maybe this is a book, maybe it's a blog, or maybe it's that you're going to start publicly speaking about an experience that you've had, and that really aligns you with the right people that you need in your world, sphere, clientele, whatever it might be. For those of you that are retired and no longer working, I honestly feel like this could be a very passionate discussion that leads to a completion or an ending. And I have this really significant feeling that it's likely to be with a family member. This might be, you know, maybe you've given this person so much time, maybe you've made a million excuses for them, and this week you just kind of get to a point where it's like, no, I can't anymore, and I won't. I've given you ample chances, I'm not giving any more. For your love and relations, you have the Ace of Wands. When it comes to, you know, like this could be a great week for love. For those of you that are single and looking for partnership, it's very sexy, it's very enjoyable, it's very intimate, it's very fun. I'm going to say I don't really see much more than that. Just because of the cards that are here, and given some of the other situations that you've got going on in the background, I'm not 100% sure that that's where your focus needs to be right now anyway. For those of you that are partnered, married, or in long-term commitments, this is about, honestly, the words that are coming to me is bringing more artistry to the relationship, whether that's in the bedroom, whether it's in the time that you spend together. Like, time that you spend together, if it's just sat in front of the TV, that's not creative, all right? If it's going out for walks, if it's doing a painting together, if it is, I don't know, doing naked body art together, that's creative. Do you know what I mean? Like, there's something here that suggests you need to bring more fun and more intimacy back into the connection. For your money and materials, you have the Queen of Cups. Be mindful of emotional manipulation when it comes to finances this week. Somebody could try to play on your heartstrings to try and get money out of you, or to get you to foot the bill on something, and I just want you to be really, really conscious of that potential. When it comes to your physical health and vitality, if you are having physical troubles or challenges, it's likely to be your tummy and or your digestive system. Watch out for that. When it comes to, it could also be the reproductive system, that's possible. And then when it comes to your home and environment, I think a lot of you are wanting to do something to the home, but you're hesitant at the moment. And I think that's because a lot of you have been in this really weird space for most of this year of, you know, am I going to move from here or am I going to stay from here? Do you know what I mean? Like, a lot of you have been in that really weird place where even though you're settled and there's nothing outside beating on the door, you're kind of in this place where it's like, not sure. Do you know what I mean? It's like you kind of feel like you got one foot out the door, but at the same time, nothing's packed. You know, it's like it's just been a really weird year for Saggies when it comes to home. With that said, I wish you an abundance of all of that good stuff. Have a fantastic week. Let me know in the comments how it shapes up. Take care, and I'll see you soon.